Hey everyone, Alex here. Today we're going to go over the User Experience Design degree at WGU. I covered this degree probably a year and 4 months ago, and I want to make another update video. So this is going to be version 2, and I've updated all the courses in my spreadsheet, basically everything up to date. So I'm going to show the spreadsheet for you guys today, and I'll show you how to graduate this in one term. And I know a few people that have graduated this in one term. Obviously, it requires a lot of work if you want to get this degree done in 6 months. Obviously, you'll spend 3 to 4 months getting all these ACE credits. Some people do it even quicker. And then you'll spend 6 months at WGU. And just because you spend 6 months at WGU doesn't mean you're going to need the full 6 months. You might do it in 4 or 5 months. I did a degree at WGU in 2 months. Now, I would estimate you might need the full 6 months on this one because it's going to be a lot of courses you still need to do at WGU. But imagine getting a college bachelor degree, 3 months at ACE credits, 6 months at WGU, about 9 months in total. Very possible if you have like 5 hours a day laying around. So this is one of my favorite degrees at WGU. I think it's one of the most underrated degrees at WGU. It's not one of the most popular degrees. Like, I feel like this is one of the least enrolled degrees, and I think it should be one of the most enrolled degrees. One of my personal favorites. I've debated going back for this one many times. I'm a big UX UI design guy. I love UX UI design. It's one of my passions. I don't ever release a product until I feel really comfortable in the design. So I love it, and I think it's a great degree. I think it pairs really well with the computer science masters at WGU, the human computer interaction one. So I think those both go really well together. So if you get this degree, I would highly recommend getting the computer science masters at WGU, the human computer interaction track. So overall, this is a very, very good degree. I think user experience degrees and UI UX design degrees. Also, the more formal name for this degree is human computer interaction. So whatever the naming is, this is a fantastic degree that I've always been a big, big fan of. So I highly recommend more people enroll in this degree. So let's get into what you guys came here for, which is how to graduate this in 6 months. So let's get into it. I'll show you the transfer spreadsheet. You can download it on my website, majormash.com. I have not updated the Google Sheets version, so do not click the spreadsheet link. Click the download button right below that. A little download arrow, that'll download the downloadable version because the downloadable version is different than the Google Sheets version. So make sure you download the downloadable version. Anyways, let's get into it right now. All right, guys, here's the spreadsheet that I've made for you guys, which is a free spreadsheet. And in this spreadsheet, we will go over how to graduate this degree fast. I'm going to show you all the courses you're going to need to take. The secret to graduating WGU fast is transferring a bunch of ACE credits in. What are ACE credits? Well, ACE credits are courses you can do fast at places like study.com, Sophia, etc. You just do a course there in like 2-3 days each, get college credit, and transfer it in. It's a big, giant cheat code. So I highly recommend everybody do that. And it's what I teach on this channel for the most part. You can accelerate the courses at WGU itself as well. So overall, you can get all these courses done in 4 months or less, probably a lot sooner, to be honest with you, maybe 3 months. And you'd be out of pocket, not much money, to be honest, way under $1,000. So let's get into it right now. English takes a while. Maybe 9 to 10 days on study.com. These are conservative timelines. You can do these faster. I'm kind of going off if you have like 3-4 hours a day laying around. So Communication 101, very easy course, very quick. It's like 2-3 days. Same thing with history, maybe 2 to 4 days. Intro to Sociology, same thing. Probably get it done in 2 to 4 days. Humanities 2-1 is an upper level course. It's a little harder, has a beefier assignment, might take you 7 days. Health 101, 4 days probably. Basic genetics, you can actually satisfy this with just about any science class. I choose basic genetics because I think genetics is fun, and this will 100% satisfy this course. Principles of Management, kind of a dry course, but somewhat simple, and probably 5 days. Probably looking at 3 to 5 days for both of these. Introductory Business Law, another fast course. I find business law really fascinating. You can get this done in a few days as well. Marketing. I love marketing, and this is actually a really good course at study.com. You can get this done in probably once again, 4 days. International business. International business for me is an okay course. I find it somewhat intriguing, but not really. You can get this done in 4 days. This is actually the first course I ever took at study.com. Human resource management. I'm not a big HR guy. I find HR kind of dry, but this course, 4 or 5 days, you'll probably enjoy it if you're into HR stuff. And then intro to project management will transfer in as project management. This is actually a newer course at study.com. Organizational behavior. Once again, these are 3 to 5 day courses. So these are quite fast, guys, quite fast. Visual communications. This is actually a Sophia exclusive right here. You can probably get this one done in probably 3 days, maybe 4. Macroeconomics. You can take this on any of the 3 platforms. I kind of recommend Sophia because it's in my opinion the shortest there. This is probably a 4-day course on Sophia if you hustle. Managerial accounting transfers in as introduction to business accounting. So these are 2 new courses at WGU. And principles of finance would transfer into introduction to business finance. I find finance really fascinating. I really love finance courses. So you guys might want to just speed through these, but it depends if you really like the subject and the material. If you're having a good time, then, take your time and learn. Intro to stats on Sophia transfers in as applied probability and statistics. So those are all the courses that are going to transfer in. And then if you want to track your progress, this is a full tracker as well. You click past, and then it'll say transfer credits completed 3. And then you'll go down here to the WGU courses, and you'll click past, and it will say transfer credits completed 3 for WGU, and then 6 total. So this is a full-fledged tracker that I built for you guys. So makes your life a little easier and gets you a little more motivated because you can track everything. So here are the courses you're going to take at WGU. So these first 3 courses right here are all filler classes that are 2 to 3 days each. Very quick, okay? You can actually take this emotional class at Study. I just don't recommend it because it's actually faster on WGU. It's 2 days. It's a very easy assignment. Giving, receiving, and incorporating feedback. This is actually very important for a user experience design degree. You're going to get a lot of feedback on UI, UX design from users and other coworkers, etc. It's very good to incorporate feedback. Change management. I always kind of view this as a filler class. I think change management is important in a HR degree, and that's about it. I don't really feel it has any business in this degree. Values-based leadership is a filler class in my opinion. Adapting to ambiguity. This is exclusive to this degree. I personally don't know what it's about, and it honestly sounds like a bit of a filler class. So you got empathy and inclusive collaboration. So here's where we get into the good stuff. Foundations of design. This is the kind of stuff you want to get into. This seems like a really good course and important to your degree. This is the type of course that I would find interesting. Navigating complex problems. This is probably another course I would find really interesting and probably important to your degree. Design applications, same thing. Sounds very interesting. I think I would have fun in this course. I would pay attention in this course, and it's important to your degree. So this course right here is a little 2-credit course at WGU that just takes a couple days also. And remember, guys, this is assuming you got 4 to 6 hours a day on school. Otherwise, this 2-day timeline might take you 6 days, right? So it just depends how much time you have. Business simulation. This is a little bicycle shop. I know this user experience design degree is in the business section, but I think of it more as a tech degree. I wish they would replace some of these tech courses. I wish they would replace some of these business courses with tech courses, right? I just don't feel like a business simulation course really benefits a user experience design degree. So I really wish they would make this degree a little more tech oriented. They're trying to do half and half and a little more towards business, which in my opinion doesn't make sense. A user experience design degree is usually tech-based. WGU is the only school that is trying to make it business-based, which doesn't make any sense. But overall, the business simulation course took me 3 days at WGU. I took it myself a while a while back and it hasn't really changed. You run like a little bicycle shop. It might frustrate you at times, but it's also kind of fun. It's like this virtual simulation. And then you got to compete against the other bicycle shops. So like 3 days, leveraging AI and technology and design. This is probably an important course. And here's where you get to the really important courses. So prototyping, iterating 1 and 2. So these are probably really important and they sound really fun. So these are very fundamental and important to your degree. So these are like the backbone of your degree right here. And then of course, design applied learning capstone. I'm probably going to need that one as well. And then fundamentals of spreadsheet and data presentations. I don't care what degree you do. This is a course that probably should be in every degree. I think learning spreadsheets is very important. Like no matter what your, niche is, no matter what your degree is, business, tech, healthcare, spreadsheets, in my opinion, are very important. They can help you with a lot of things in everyday life. So this course, I probably recommend actually learning and paying attention to. And then you have this final course down here, empathizing, defining. That honestly sounds like a bit of a filler class as well. I will say this degree is a little more heavy on the filler than other degrees. Some people get mad when I say something is a filler class. They think like literally every single class is important. I highly disagree. My channel might be about college, but I'm not afraid to call out if something's like a filler class or be critical. It's called constructive criticism, right? I'm not going to sit here and just say everything is amazing, right? So overall, this degree could use an update, in my opinion. I would replace some of the business courses with tech courses. I would put this degree in the tech section instead of the business section. And I would get rid of some of the filler stuff, which I consider as like this course, and you probably don't need this one, right? And maybe not this one, right? These are filler courses and change management. You don't need change management for a user experience degree. Like I said, that's HR and maybe general business, like business administration. So I just don't think that really needs to be in this degree. But overall, this is one of my favorite degrees at WGU. I'm a big fan of user experience degrees, as I've told you guys a million times. One of my favorite degrees at the whole school. Like I think this degree is great. Job prospects, I would recommend putting on a master's. And UX is the one thing that you really need a portfolio for compared to like any other job. Like you need an actual portfolio. So I would you can make some apps, you can, make a website or have some prototypes, right? It's good to show your UI, UX design capabilities. Get used to Figma, get used to all these design tools, right? And make demos, make prototypes, and show these to employers. It's good to have your own demo website, like your first name, last name.com. I actually have a demo website, like a portfolio website you can use. I'll put it in the description. I do charge for that, but it's like I charge like $20, not much. You can also build your own pretty easily if you want, but mine's set up for you if you want to do that. But overall, like this degree is good. It's one of my passions in life, UI, UX design, and just overall the psychology of user experience. So one thing about this degree that I have an issue with is there's no psychology portion in here. A user experience design degree is supposed to have a lot of psychology in it, and there's not much psychology in this degree. So like I said, I think WGU, if they would come pick my brain, like I would actually really appreciate that, because there needs to be quite a few edits in this course, in this degree. Like I said, there should be more psychology. A user experience design degree is design, psychology, tech, etc. So I do think they could use some tweaking to the degree, but overall, like I said, for their first iteration of this degree, really good. I'm a big fan of these degrees in general, and I think you'll have a good career with this degree, especially if you put a master's on top of it. So this is how you graduate in 6 months with the WGU User Experience Design degree. So overall, great degree. And like I said, if you're looking for a degree that not a lot of people are enrolled in and, trying to be different than the rest, and you love designing, you love user experience, you love the psychology of it, you love the aesthetics of like websites and apps, etc., this is the degree for you. So WGU User Experience. And that'll be the video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If I helped you in any way, please like, subscribe, and comment, especially commenting. So when you do one of those three things, it helps the video go into the algorithm. Liking takes like 1 second if you did like the video, and commenting doesn't take very long either. You can comment about your WGU experience, or if you want to enroll in WGU soon, and what you want to do with this degree, etc. You can also ask me questions and I'll do my best to answer. So thank you so much for watching the video. It means a lot to me. Download the spreadsheet on majormash.com. And I have a lot of good stuff coming out very soon. So please subscribe. Take care, guys.